Ever wondered how top-tier DevOps teams identify issues before they impact a single user? Monitoring and logging are the eyes and ears of your infrastructure. In this video, we will cover DevOps Monitoring and Logging certification exam questions and answers. Master DevOps Monitoring and Logging with this comprehensive practice test. In this video, we are diving deep into 30 high-yield practice questions designed to help you ace your DevOps Monitoring and Logging certification. We cover everything from the golden signals of SRE to advanced log aggregation strategies. Make sure to grab a notebook, and let's see how many you can get right. Which of the following best describes observability in the context of a DevOps ecosystem? Option A. The ability to check the health of a system using predefined metrics. Option B. A measure of how well internal states of a system can be inferred from knowledge of its external outputs. Option C. The process of collecting and storing logs for security auditing purposes. Option D. Using synthetic transactions to test if a website is reachable from different geographical locations. The correct answer is B. Observability goes beyond simple monitoring. While monitoring tells you that something is wrong, e.g., a server is down, observability allows you to understand why it is wrong by analyzing the system's external outputs, logs, metrics, and traces. It is a property of the system architecture that allows for deep debugging of complex distributed environments without needing to ship new code to add probes. According to the Google SRE Handbook, which of the following is not one of the 4 golden signals of monitoring? Option A. Latency. Option B. Traffic. Option C. Saturation. Option D. Throughput. The correct answer is D. The 4 golden signals of monitoring for user-facing systems are latency, the time it takes to service a request; traffic, a measure of how much demand is being placed on your system; errors, the rate of requests that fail; and saturation, how full your service is. While throughput is a common metric, it is often captured under the umbrella of traffic in the Golden Signals framework. In an ELK stack architecture, what is the primary role of Logstash? Option A. To act as a distributed search engine for log data. Option B. To provide a web-based visualization interface for metrics. Option C. To collect, parse, and transform logs before sending them to a storage backend. Option D. To act as a lightweight shipper installed on edge servers. The correct answer is C. Logstash is the data processing pipeline. It can ingest data from multiple sources simultaneously, transform it, e.g., converting unstructured strings into structured JSON, anonymizing IP addresses, or adding geolocation data, and then send it to a stash like Elasticsearch. For lightweight shipping, Filebeat is typically used, while Elasticsearch handles storage, search, and Kibana handles visualization. What is the primary data model used by Prometheus to store metrics? Option A. Relational tables. Option B. Document-based JSON. Option C. Time series data with key-value pairs. Labels. Option D. Graph-based nodes. The correct answer is C. Prometheus stores all data as time series. Streams of timestamped values belonging to the same metric and the same set of labeled dimensions. This allows for powerful querying using PromQL. Unlike relational databases, It is optimized for high cardinality numerical data recorded over time rather than complex relationships or raw text logs. Which alerting strategy is most effective for reducing alert fatigue? Option A. Setting alerts for every 5% increase in CPU usage. Option B. Symptom-based alerting focused on user experience. SLIs. Option C. Increasing the frequency of email notifications for all warnings. Option D. Configuring alerts for all individual microservice subcomponents. The correct answer is B. Alert fatigue occurs when engineers are overwhelmed by low priority or irrelevant notifications. Symptom-based alerting, based on service-level indicators like high error rates or latency, ensures that alerts are triggered only when the user experience is actually degraded. This is superior to cause-based alerting, like high CPU, which might not actually indicate a failure. What is a span in the context of distributed tracing, e.g., Jaeger or Zipkin? Option A. The total time a request takes from start to finish. Option B. A single operation or unit of work within a distributed system. Option C. The unique ID assigned to a user session. Option D. A tool used to aggregate logs from multiple containers. The correct answer is B. In distributed tracing, a trace tells the story of a request as it moves through a system. A span is the primary building block of a trace. It represents a single unit of work, like a database query or an HTTP request to a microservice, and includes a start time, duration, and metadata tags. Which AWS service is primarily used for collecting and tracking metrics, collecting and monitoring log files, and setting alarms? Option A. AWS CloudTrail. Option B. AWS Config. Option C. AWS CloudWatch. Option D. AWS Inspector. The correct answer is C. AWS CloudWatch is the central monitoring service for AWS resources and applications. It provides data and actionable insights to monitor applications, respond to system-wide performance changes, and optimize resource utilization. CloudTrail, by contrast, is for API auditing and governance. What is the difference between pull and push-based monitoring? Option A. Pull is for logs. Push is for metrics. Option B. Pull requires a central server to request data from agents. Push has agents send data to the server. Option C. Push is generally more scalable for short-lived ephemeral jobs than pull. Option D. Both B and C are correct. The correct answer is D. In a pull system, like Prometheus, the monitoring server initiates the connection to scrape data. This is great for health checking. In a push system, like Graphite or AWS CloudWatch, the application agent sends data to the server. Push is often preferred for short-lived serverless functions, like AWS Lambda, where the instance might disappear before a scraper can reach it. Why is structured logging, e.g., JSON format, preferred in DevOps over plain text logging? Option A. It takes up less storage space. Option B. It is easier for humans to read during a live tail. Option C. It allows log aggregation tools to easily parse and index specific fields for querying. Option D. It prevents the application from crashing during high-load scenarios. The correct answer is C. Structured logging outputs logs in a machine-readable format like JSON. This allows tools like Elasticsearch or Splunk to index fields like user_id or response_code automatically. This makes it possible to run complex queries, e.g., show all errors for user X, without writing complex regular expressions, regex. In Grafana, what is a variable used for in a dashboard? Option A. To change the background color of the dashboard. Option B. To create dynamic, interactive dashboards where users can filter by host, region, or environment. Option C. To store passwords for data sources. Option D. To define the frequency of data polling. The correct answer is B. Variables in Grafana allow you to create templates. Instead of hard-coding a specific server name into a graph, you use a variable. This creates a drop-down menu at the top of the dashboard, allowing users to switch views between different environments, e.g., Dev vs. Prod, without creating separate dashboards. What is the purpose of log rotation? Option A. To encrypt logs for security compliance. Option B. To prevent log files from consuming all available disk space by archiving or deleting old logs. Option C. To balance log traffic across multiple servers. Option D. To convert logs from XML to JSON. The correct answer is B. Log rotation is a process that renames, compresses, or deletes the current log file and starts a fresh one. Without log rotation, a single log file could grow indefinitely, eventually filling up the disk partition and causing system or application failures. Which of the following is an example of synthetic monitoring? Option A. Analyzing real user clicks on a website. Option B. Running a scripted browser test every 5 minutes to check a login flow. Option C. Monitoring the CPU temperature of a physical server. Option D. Reading system logs to find kernel errors. The correct answer is B. Synthetic monitoring involves using scripts to simulate user behavior. This is done to proactively test if a service is working correctly from the outside in. Regardless of whether real users are currently on the site, it is different from real user monitoring, RUM, which captures data from actual visitors. Which metric type in Prometheus would you use to track the total number of requests served? Which only ever increases? Option A, gauge. Option B, histogram. Option C, counter. Option D, summary. The correct answer is C. A counter is a cumulative metric that represents a single monotonically increasing counter whose value can only increase or be reset to 0 on restart. Use counters for things like number of requests, errors, or completed tasks. A gauge is used for values that can go up and down, like memory usage. What is a blameless post-mortem? Option A. A report that identifies the specific engineer who caused a production outage. Option B. An analysis of an incident that focuses on systemic failures rather than individual mistakes. Option C. A process where monitoring alerts are ignored if they are not critical. Option D. The automated process of restarting a failed service. The correct answer is B. A blameless post-mortem is a core SRE tenet It assumes that engineers act in good faith and that failures are the result of inadequate tooling or process. By removing the fear of punishment, teams can honestly discuss what went wrong and implement systemic fixes to prevent recurrence. Which tool is commonly used to export container-level metrics, CPU, memory, network to Prometheus? Option A, Node Exporter. Option B, C-Advisor. Option C, Fluented. Option D, Kibana. The correct answer is B. C-Advisor. Container Advisor provides container users an understanding of the resource usage and performance characteristics of their running containers, while Node Exporter is used for the underlying host machine metrics. C-Advisor is specifically designed to dive into container-specific stats. What is log scrubbing, or data masking, in a logging pipeline? Option A. Deleting old logs to save space. Option B. The process of removing PE, personally identifiable information, or secrets from logs before storage. Option C. Compressing logs into a .zip format. Option D. Formatting logs to be more readable for developers. The correct answer is B. Log scrubbing is a critical security practice. It ensures that sensitive data like passwords, credit card numbers, or API keys are filtered out or masked, e.g., replaced with ***** before they reach the central log storage. This helps in complying with regulations like GDPR or PCI DSS. In distributed tracing, what is context propagation? Option A. Updating the version of the tracing library. Option B. The process of passing trace IDs across process boundaries, e.g., in HTTP headers. Option C. Converting traces into metric data. Option D. The storage of trace data in a database. The correct answer is B. Context propagation is what allows multiple spans to be linked together into a single trace. When service A calls service B, it includes a trace ID in the request header. Service B reads this ID and uses it for its own spans, allowing the tracing system to reconstruct the entire journey of the request. What does white box monitoring refer to? Option A. Monitoring based on internal knowledge of the system, like application logs and internal metrics. Option B. Monitoring from the perspective of an external user without knowing internal workings. Option C. Monitoring the physical temperature of the server chassis. Option D. Monitoring using only open source tools. The correct answer is A. White box monitoring relies on metrics and logs exposed by the internals of the system, e.g., JVM heap size, internal queue lengths. Black box monitoring is testing from the outside, e.g., is the port open? Or is the HTTP status 200? Single quote. What is an error budget in SRE? Option A. The amount of money a company loses during an outage. Option B. The maximum allowable threshold of unreliability before development must stop to fix stability issues. Option C. A set number of mistakes an engineer is allowed to make per month. Option D. The cost of running the monitoring infrastructure. The correct answer is B. An error budget is derived from an SLO, service level objective. If your slow is 99.9% availability, your error budget is 0.1%. If the system fails more than that, the team halts new feature releases to focus exclusively on reliability, balancing the need for speed with the need for stability. What is the primary benefit of using a sidecar container for log collection in Kubernetes? Option A. It reduces the CPU usage of the main application container. Option B. It allows log shipping logic to be decoupled from the application code. Option C. It eliminates the need for a central logging server. Option D. It automatically encrypts the host's hard drive. The correct answer is B. By using a sidecar, like a FluentBit container running next to the app, the application can just write logs to stdout or a local file. The sidecar then handles the complexity of shipping those logs to a central backend. This means you don't have to rewrite the logging logic for every different programming language used in your microservices. What does the rate function do in PromQL? Option A. It calculates the average value of a gauge over time. Option B. It calculates the per second average rate of increase of a time series in a counter. Option C. It predicts the future value of a metric based on current trends. Option D. It sums up all values in a specific time range. The correct answer is B. The rate function is used specifically with counters. It looks at the values in a time range, like 5 minutes, and calculates how much the counter is increasing per second. This is essential for seeing spikes in traffic or error rates, as raw counter values only ever go up. Which visualization is best for understanding the long tail of latency? E.g., why 1% of users have a very slow experience? Option A, pie chart. Option B, averages, means. Option C, percentiles, P95, P99. Option D, bar chart. The correct answer is C. Averages hide outliers. If 99 people have a 1 millisecond response time and one person has a 10-second response time, the average looks fine, but one user is having a terrible experience. P99, the 99th percentile, shows the maximum latency experienced by 99% of users, effectively exposing the long tail of slow requests. Which tool is most associated with log aggregation? Option A, Nagios. Option B, Splunk. Option C, Terraform. Option D, Jenkins. The correct answer is B. Splunk is a leading platform for searching, monitoring, and analyzing machine-generated big data via a web-style interface, while Nagios is for infrastructure monitoring and Jenkins is for CI/CD. Splunk and ELK are the industry standards for centralized log aggregation. Which protocol is commonly used for agent-less monitoring of network devices like routers and switches? Option A, SSH. Option B, SNMP. Option C, HTTP. Option D, FTP. The correct answer is B. SNMP, Simple Network Management Protocol, is an Internet standard protocol for collecting and organizing information about managed devices on IP networks. It allows monitoring software to query devices like routers for status and traffic data without Installing custom software on the device. In standard logging levels, which level should be used for information that is helpful for running in production but not an error? Option A, debug. Option B, info. Option C, warn. Option D, fatal. The correct answer is B. Info is the standard level for general operational messages, e.g., service started, transaction processed. Debug is for detailed troubleshooting, usually turned off in prod. Warn is for potentially harmful situations. And fatal is for errors that cause the application to abort. What is the purpose of exemplars in Prometheus? Option A, to provide sample configurations for new users. Option B, to link a specific trace ID to a metric recorded at the same time. Option C, to back up metric data to an external S3 bucket. Option D, to automatically generate Grafana dashboards. The correct answer is B. Exemplars are a way to bridge the gap between metrics and traces. If you see a spike in latency in a Prometheus graph, an exemplar allows you to click a specific data point and immediately see the trace ID of a request that contributed to that spike, allowing for instant correlation. In Google Cloud Platform, GCP, what is the primary service for centralized logging? Option A, Cloud Logging, formerly Stackdriver. Option B, BigQuery. Option C, Cloud Trace. Option D, Cloud Debugger. The correct answer is A. Cloud Logging is the GCP service that allows you to store, search, analyze, monitor, and alert on log data and events. It is a fully managed service that performs at scale and can ingest data from various GCP services, as well as custom applications. What is the function of the Alert Manager in a Prometheus setup? Option A, to execute PromQL queries and generate graphs. Option B, to deduplicate, group, and route alerts to the correct receiver. Email, PagerDuty, Slack. Option C, to store the long-term history of metric data. Option D, to discover new targets in a Kubernetes cluster. The correct answer is B. Prometheus server sends alerts to the Alert Manager. The Alert Manager then manages those alerts by silencing, inhibiting, or aggregating them. It ensures that if 100 servers go down at once, you get one group notification rather than 100 separate emails. What is backpressure in a logging pipeline? Option A, a security feature that blocks malicious logs. Option B, a mechanism where a downstream system tells an upstream system to slow down data transmission to avoid being overwhelmed. Option C, the pressure buildup in a server's cooling system. Option D, the process of re-indexing old logs. The correct answer is B. Backpressure is crucial for system stability. If Elasticsearch is slow to index logs, Logstash needs a way to signal to the shippers, like FileBeat, to slow down. Without backpressure, the intermediary buffers would fill up and cause the system to crash or lose data. What is the main goal of automated remediation? Option A, to automatically write code for new features. Option B, to automatically trigger a self-healing action, like restarting a service, in response to an alert. Option C, To automatically delete logs that are more than 30 days old. Option D. To automatically update the monitoring tool itself. The correct answer is B. Automated remediation, or self-healing, reduces mean time to recovery. MTTR. Instead of waking up an engineer at 3 a.m. to restart a hung process, the monitoring system detects the failure and triggers a script or Kubernetes action to restart the container automatically. That wraps up our 30 practice questions for the DevOps Monitoring and Logging certification. How did you do? Monitoring and logging are huge fields, but mastering these core concepts is the key to becoming a successful DevOps engineer. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more DevOps certification content. Don't forget to check the link in the description for the full course. For the full-length practice exam and detailed study guides, check the link in the description below.